Welcome to week 4. We're for gospel piano for beginners. Today we're going to be going over how to make every major chord, every minor chord on the piano. As well, we're going to be learning Nothing But the Blood, and we're also going to learn Our God. So let's get right into it today. Oh, let's turn that down. If you haven't already printed off your PDF, go ahead, click that link for the Facebook group. In there, you're going to find your free PDFs to print each week, as well as practice videos to go along with everything that we learn each week. Of course, make sure to like this video, share it with a friend, and subscribe if you have not already done so. We're going to be here all year, once a week, every Friday, free lessons of how to play gospel piano. So last week we went over how to play C major, A minor, F major, and G major. And you can find that in at the top of your PDF. All right, so you can see here we've got C major. We put our thumb on C, our middle finger on E, and our pinky on G. All right, we've got C major. Hopefully we're feeling pretty comfortable with that one by now. We've also got F major, where we put our thumb on F, A and C, F major. We've got G major, thumb on G, B and D, G major. And then we've got one minor chord that we've learned so far, A minor, where we put our thumb on A, we've got C and E. And so far we've got all white notes, and the pattern's been pretty easy. Now what we're going to be doing today, before we get into our songs, is I'm going to show you how to make any major and minor chord on the piano. So I'm just going to get this one so you guys can see. There we go. Okay, so as we go through, you'll be able to see my hand position down here. You'll be able to see the notes light up on the piano. Hopefully that will help some of you. Please let me know in the comments tonight if you guys like this new addition we've put in where you can see the light up piano. Let us know how you think about that, and we'll look into adding it into future videos as well. All right, I see some people in the chat already. Hello, everybody. I'm glad I see some people logging in for the live tonight. Remember, don't be shy. Don't be a lurker. Say hi to everybody. Tell us where you're from. We've had some people sending in us comments this week. We've had some visitors from different countries, from Spain and from Kenya and America, and of course lots of Canadians. So tell us where you're from. That's fun to see where everybody's watching from tonight. I see Charmaine's watching us again tonight. Hi Charmaine. I see Brandon. Hi guys. All right, so we're going to start with C major. And I'm going to show you the math behind this today. Okay, so if we have our C, to make any major chord, you're going to start with your letter, and then we're going to go up 4 half steps. So half steps means that we're just going up one note at a time. So instead of just doing white notes, we're going to follow every single note on the piano. So if we're on C, 1 half step, 2 half step, 3 half step, 4 would be right there. So I'm going to show you again. So don't count the one you're on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? So the first first note is your letter, C. The second note is counting up to 4. Okay? Hold those two. And then to find your last note of a major chord, you count 3 half steps, not including the one you're on. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so let's try that again. We already know C major, but once we figure out the math and the pattern behind it, you can figure out any major chord on the piano, black notes or white notes. So again, find your letter, C major, so find your C. For the second note, count to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And for the third note, count to 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so you can see that C major chord like this. Okay, now let's do F major. It works the exact same way. So F major means we need to find the letter F first. Okay, count to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and then count to 3. 1, 2, 3. And we get it, F major. You can see that up on the screen. And also we know that from our chart from last week, F major. Okay, let's do G major, and then we're going to do some new ones today. So G, find our G, count to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we count to 3. 1, 2, 3. And it's correct. Okay? So I'm going to put this up so you guys can see. So this is what I have in your PDF for you today. So it says major chords are made from 3 notes. There's an easy pattern you can follow to create any major chord. So number 1, like we just did in our examples, first note, just find the note that matches the name of your chord. So if you're finding A major, find an A. If you're going to make an E major, find an E. Okay, that's step 1. Second note, from your first, count up to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the third note, count to 3. So that's all in your PDF. And then it just gives a note to move by half steps. Means to move to the very next note. Whether that note is a black note or a white note, it doesn't matter. If we're counting by half steps, we just make sure we don't leave anybody out. Okay, and we're just counting up every note one by one. Okay, so we're going to stay on major chords for a little bit, and we're going to make some together. So let's find one that we've never done before. Let's make a D major chord. So the first step is we're going to find D. Okay, and then step 2, we have to count up 4 half steps. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh, we end on a black note, but that's okay. And then the next step is to count to 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, now I'm just going to move my fingers so I'm playing the proper fingers. So I have my thumb, my middle finger, and my pinky. So D major, we have D, and we have this black note, which we'll talk about the names of in a minute, and then we have our pinky on A. And it sounds happy, so we know we've made a correct major chord. Remember, major means they sound happy and cheerful. Okay? Let's try an A major chord. So, step 1, find the letter that matches our chord. So you can do this with me. So A major, we're going to find A. Okay? And then the next step says go up 4 half steps. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we end up on a black note again, but that's okay. Okay, that's our next one. And then the next step, step 3, says count up 3 half steps. 1, 2, 3. So we end up with A, the black note in the middle, and E for your pinky. So let me know in the comments if this is making sense, if you're able to follow the math here. All right, and let's try another one. What would be another good one? How about E? E major. That would be another good one. So step 1, find the note that matches your chord. So E major means we're going to find E. Step 2 on our PDF says count up 4 half steps. 1, 2, 3, 4. So another black note. And then step 3 says count 3 half steps. 1, 2, 3. So we have E, a black note, and B. Okay? Now, I'm going to do a detailed lesson about labeling the black notes in another lesson. But for today, just the short version is whatever note you're on, if you go ahead, like we're doing today, you're going ahead a little bit to the black note, you just call it the same letter and add sharp to it. So if this is F, and then you go forwards 1, that's F sharp. Okay? But I'll do some more detailed warm-ups, and we'll go over more details on that in another lesson. So if you're on G and you go to the right, that one would be called G sharp. Okay? All right, let's try one more. I do want to show you something starting on a black note. Now, don't worry, we're not going to be playing any of these today. We're going to use the first part of our lesson to look at some things that are happening in the future, so then when they do show up in our songs, it's not so much to learn in one day. So let's try a chord starting on this black note right here. We don't even need to know its name in order to be able to make a major chord. Okay, we can still just follow the pattern. So if we're right here, step 1, find our note. Step 2, count to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And step 3, count to 3. 1, 2, 3. So for this major chord, we have a black note at the beginning and 2 white notes. Okay, so major chord does not mean that we're always on the white notes. It just means how far apart all the notes are from each other so that when you play them together, it makes a bright and happy sounding chord. Okay, so C major sounds happy, F major sounds happy. We call this one B flat major. It sounds happy. D major sounds happy. And you can see the mixing up of the black and the white notes really doesn't make a difference. I know sometimes people get stuck. They think the black notes has something to do with minor chords or things like that. It just has to do with how far apart the notes are from each other. That's what makes them sound happy or sad. Okay? So let's take a look at our minor chords now. So that showed us how to do that with the major chord. So that would be a good one to print out. Keep that beside you. As we go through and add more chords, you can always use this trick to learn all the new chords that we're going to be doing. So for minor chords, it's the exact same thing, except that we're going to be counting 3 first and then to 4. Okay? So let's say we wanted to make a C minor chord. So what we would do is we'd start with C, we would count to 3, 1, 2, 3, and then we would count to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh, okay, so it sounds kind of melancholy or sad. Okay, C minor. So again, it doesn't matter which ones are black and white, it just means that there's a note, then 3 half steps, then 4 half steps, and that's what makes it minor. Okay? So let's try F minor, because we already know F major. Nice and happy, okay? So we find our F, count to 3, 1, 2, 3, then count to 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and it makes a minor chord. Okay, let's try D minor. This is one we're going to see next week in one of our songs. D minor, so we find our D, count to 3, 1, 2, 3, count to 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now this one is all white notes, okay, and that's why we're going to be adding it in next week. It's in our key of C, like we talked about. Key of C, most of our chords are going to have all white notes to keep it simple at the beginning. Okay, so D minor, and you'll see that one on your chart as well. Okay, I have A minor and D minor there for you. Okay. And let's try a couple more. Let's try E minor. This is another one we'll see in the key of C. E minor. Count to 3. 1, 2, 3. Count to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Very good. Okay. Oh, and then let's also take a look at our A minor. Because we already know that one. Let's see if it follows the same rule. So we put our thumb on A, count to 3, 1, 2, 3, count to 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. Okay, so it does. It follows the pattern. You can see right on the top, my program is telling us A-M-I-N, which says A minor. Okay, and I just realized that you guys were seeing the PDF there, so I'm just going to go through some of those minor chords again so you can see the light up piano. So if we wanted to do D minor again, so we have our thumb on D, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. All white notes, sound sad, D minor. Okay, and then let's try G minor. G minor. G, count to 3, 1, 2, 3, count to 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And we have a nice G minor. Okay, it has a black note in the middle in that one. Okay, so anytime we do a new chord, don't worry, I'm going to give you guys the chart on the PDF so you guys can collect those, print them out, you know, whatever makes it easier for you guys. But I did want to just introduce that idea of the patterns because as we get going, you'll find instead of trying to memorize all your chords, it is going to be helpful to have that in your pocket. If you're trying to figure something out that maybe we haven't done yet together, it's showing it up in one of your songs that you're doing on your own, you can figure it out yourself. So again, major, find your note, count to 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, count to 3. Okay, and then for minor, it's just backwards. Find your note, count to 3, count to 4. Okay, so minor, major. Okay, so I hope that was helpful. So let's jump into our songs today. We're going to start with Nothing But the Blood. Again, make sure to send me your questions as we go, as that's going to be very helpful to know where you guys are at and how I can help you guys out. Just moving all my screens here so I can see everybody at the same time. Okay, so we've got 4 chords. I promised you we would stay with 4 chords for a little while. So we have our C major chord, A minor, G, and F. Okay, so we're going to keep our right hand first. Put your thumb on C. Our first chord is C major in our introduction. We're going to use our long notes first. Okay, and then after that we can add in some slashes. Okay. Scroll down. Okay, so C, 2, 3, A minor, 2, 3, 4, go to G, da, 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 and C. Okay, that's our intro. And before we start, actually I'll play it through once, just the intro verse and the chorus, so you guys can hear what we're going for in case you haven't heard this one before. So. What can wash away my sin? Nothing but the blood of Jesus. What can make me whole again? Nothing but the blood of Jesus. And then the chorus. Oh, precious is the flow that makes me white as snow. No other fount I know, nothing but the blood of Jesus. So that's a simple way. I know some people would, depending on what style of congregation you're in, you might sing it more slow, like, what can wash away my sin? Or you might sing it more with more rhythm in your left hand. What can wash away my sin? Nothing but the blood of Jesus. So we're just going to do the simple straight one today. And then depending what style you play it in, eventually you can start adding in, rhythms if you want to do that, or you can keep it that, gentle, long notes. Okay? So let's try the intro together, starting with right hand. We're going to hold everything through. Don't switch till you see the letter, okay? 2, ready, go. A minor. Go to C. Sorry, G. And go to C. And let's try verse 1 together. What can wash away my sin? Nothing but the blood of Jesus. What can make me whole again? Nothing but the blood of Jesus. Okay, and then let's try the chorus with those long notes. 1, 2, ready, go. Oh, precious is the flow that makes me white as snow. No other fount I know, nothing but the blood of Jesus. Okay, and let's try that ending part. That is going to be the most challenging part of this song because of how quick they move. Because we have C, quickly to F, quickly to G, and back to C. So that would be a part where if I was practicing it by myself, I would take that all by itself, practice that a few times, and then integrate it back into the chorus. So let's try that together. Nothing but the blood of Jesus, what I have highlighted in blue. 1, 2, ready, go. Nothing but the blood of Jesus. Again. Nothing but the blood of Jesus. blood of Jesus. Good. Okay, let's go back up to the top. From the feedback I've been getting from those of you joining us on the live, you're feeling pretty comfortable with your right hand now, which is great. So I'm going to go right into doing with the slashes, okay, so that we can get some rhythm in our music. This is going to give us our steady beat. It's really going to help the singers if you're able to add in those slashes. Basically just your extra beats, right? So let's go back up to the intro. Find your C major chord. Okay, and then for the intro we would go C slash 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 A minor slash 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 G slash 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 C slash slash slash. So if it's your first time with us tonight, slashes just mean continue to push down the chord that you're already on. Don't move anywhere, just press it again, and it helps give us a steady beat. So I'm going to slow it down a little bit, and we're going to do the same thing starting with our intro. I'm seeing some comments. I enjoyed the digital keyboard. It helped to visualize the majors and the minors. Excellent. Okay, good to know. We are working on how we can have everything on the screen at once, but we do also want you guys to be able to see the PDFs. So what I can do actually for this one, let's just try the intro and verse 1 with the long chords. That way if you're watching the replay, you can see the keys lighting up as well. And then hopefully you have your PDF beside you. So let's just go through that once before we do the slashes with the piano up there. So intro, 1, 2, ready, go. A minor, go to your G, go back to C. Here we go, verse 1. So follow with your PDF. What can wash away my sin? Nothing but the blood of Jesus. What can make me whole again? Nothing but the blood of Jesus. Let's try the chorus. 1, 2, ready, go. Oh, precious is the flow that makes me white as snow. No other fount I know, nothing but the blood of Jesus. Okay, so hopefully that helps somebody being able to visualize those keys there. Okay, so let's go back up, intro, with the slashes. Okay, so remember we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, then switch. Okay, so let's try it. Intro, 1, 2, ready, go. A minor, G, and C. Ready, verse 1. What can wash away my sin? Nothing but the blood of Jesus. What can make me whole again? Nothing but the blood of Jesus. Okay, and we'll just scroll down to try that chorus. 1, 2, play the chorus. Oh, precious is the flow that makes it white as snow. No other fount I know, nothing but the blood of Jesus. Good. I see some people trying to join in on the Facebook, so I'm just going to add you guys in so you can print off your PDFs. Very good. Awesome. Okay. So I'm going to try verse 2 and verse 3 with the slashes. We're going to be getting used to where those fall, getting used to playing with steady beat. Let's see if I can scroll this up so we can see both. There we go. Okay, now we can see the verses and the chorus. Okay, so let's try. We'll start with verse 1, chorus, verse 2, chorus, verse 3, chorus. It seems like a lot, but it's going to help get that steady beat inside. It's going to become second nature. You'll start to feel that pulse. Some people naturally have a pulse. I notice whenever I'm teaching, some people naturally will tap their foot, or they kind of like, I don't want to say wiggle their eyebrows, but kind of like nod their head as they go. It's just naturally. And then I have some students who it's totally foreign. So those slashes, they're really paying attention to the words, and then they use the slashes to help them develop steady beat. Okay, so that's why I put them in there. If you look on chord charts online, which I'm going to show you guys how to do down the line, you'll notice that they don't have the slashes. I'm putting those in there to help you guys so that if you don't have a natural steady beat in you, you can develop that even at home without having someone beside you to help you do that. Okay, so let's try verse 1 all the way through with a steady beat with our slashes. 1, 2, ready, go. What can wash away my sin? Nothing but the blood of Jesus. What can make me whole again? Nothing but the blood of Jesus. Go to the chorus. Oh, precious is the flow that makes me white as snow. No other fount I know. Nothing but the blood of Jesus. Verse 2. For my pardon, this I see. Nothing but the blood of Jesus. For my cleansing, this my plea. Nothing but the blood of Jesus. Go to your chorus. Oh, precious is the flow that makes me white as snow. No other fount I know. Nothing but the blood of Jesus. Go to verse 3. Nothing can for sin atone. Nothing but the blood of Jesus. Not of good that I have done. Nothing but the blood of Jesus. Okay, so hopefully that's good for your brain, not overwhelming. We see we have some new friends with us tonight. Grace, I appreciate your channel. I'm going to catch up as I'm a beginner. Oh, wonderful. Nice to have new friends. Welcome, Grace. We do have, for those of you watching who are new tonight, we do have all of the other lessons archived for free on the YouTube channel. You can find it in the playlist right from the beginning. We have them labeled lesson 1, 2, 3, and then tonight's number 4. Also, if you haven't done so yet, make sure you join the Facebook group because we do have extra practice videos in there, as well as all the PDFs that you'll need to follow along. Okay, so let's try this one. with our left hand. All right, I know some of you were brave last week. I got some text messages. I did it! So we're going to add that in again. If you're just joining us or you're still working on the right hand, you can still play along with us for this section. Just use your right hand, ignore the left hand. Okay, so let's take our right hand in our regular spot. What are our chords for this one today? We use all of them. So I'm going to put my right hand up here just so you guys can see better. I'm going to put my left hand on C, my thumb on C, middle finger on A. We're going to need that one. Our fourth finger on G, and our fifth finger on F. So remember, you can move your hand wherever you want. I'm just showing you a way where you won't have to move. You can just plunk your left hand there and then just follow the letters. So if we're playing a C major chord, you're going to play C. Okay, and for this one, I'm going to put up the digital piano so you can see we've got more than one note happening here. So C major, when we get to A, you move your middle finger down, and your right hand's playing that A minor chord we learned. When we get to F, it's going to be your pinky finger, okay, and then your F chord on the right hand. Excuse me, and then when we get to G, it's going to be your fourth finger on your left hand, and a G major chord on the right hand. Okay, so I'm going to leave this up so you can see my fingers and you can see all four notes, because for this one we're playing four notes at once. Okay, so remember we said it's like tapping your head and rubbing your belly, or vice versa. It's very normal for one hand to kind of give up and jump back in because your brain starts focusing on one hand or the other. So just be patient with yourself. And this is where the practice videos come in handy. I'm doing it kind of at a medium pace for the video today. And then for the practice videos, I'll also have a slow tempo where you can really go, what can wash, okay? So it's really slow, so you can practice along with that on a loop if you want, okay? Okay, so right hand, we've got that ready. We've got my C ready. Let's try verse 1 with our left hand. What can wash away my sin? Nothing but the blood of Jesus. What can make me whole again? Nothing but the blood of Jesus. Let's try the chorus. Oh, precious is the flow that makes me white as snow. No other fount I know, nothing but the blood of Jesus. All right, let me know in the comments, anyone who's trying that out. How's it going? Is anyone brave enough to try the left hand today? I know it's a lot to pay attention to. Another way, when you're just getting used to that left hand, especially if your dominant hand for writing is your right hand, is actually do hands separately. So it's going to sound kind of empty, but it gets your muscle memory used to it. So you could even do it, if we started from verse 1, for example, put your right hand away. I'm going to switch it back to the PDF for you guys here. Put your right hand away, and you could literally just play one note to get used to, like, figuring out where the letters are, because I know some of you are still probably counting F, G, A, C, D, E, right? It's not naturally coming right away. Okay, I'm doing the left hand, Deandra. Hi, Deandra! Good girl. All right, so you could go like this. What can wash away my sin? Nothing but the blood of Jesus. To get some confidence, and then add in your chords. What can make me whole again? Nothing but the blood of Jesus. Okay, so that's a good practice too, is just do hands separately. Don't feel like you have to do them together. If you separate it when you're practicing, it's actually going to make you focus on your technique more. Make sure your hands are curved, like we talked about. We don't want to be playing with flat fingers. That's going to make it really hard as we get going. So, that gives you a chance to focus on that. Make sure you're playing them strongly. And if you're doing your right hand separately, make sure you're playing, you know, all the notes together. Okay? Sometimes what's probably still happening for most of you is when you play the right hand, you're probably hearing this. Right? Like one of them's hitting first and then the other ones are coming, or it's feeling kind of messy. And that all that is some of your fingers are stronger than the other or more confident, so that they'll go down first, and then maybe your pinky is the last straggler to get that note down. So as you get used to whatever piano you're on, you can focus on just making sure they all go down together. So that's if you're doing hands separately. It's going to be easier to pay attention to stuff like that. Okay, let's go ahead and try verse 2, chorus, verse 3 with the left hand, because I know I'm getting some comments here. Deandra's doing it. I know Charmaine texted me yesterday and said she was doing the left hand already. Brandon says, still tricky with the left. Okay, so keep your hands separate. It'll come. So let's try verse 2 and the chorus with the left hand now. Okay, so I'm going to put my hands up here just so you guys can see better. You don't have to play up here. You can play down here, okay? If that's probably going to sound nicer, right, than where I am. I'm just doing this so you guys can see my hands better. Okay, here we go. Verse 2. 1, 2, verse 2. For my part in this I see nothing but the blood of Jesus. For my cleansing this my plea, nothing but the blood of Jesus. Oh, precious is the flow that makes me white as snow. No other fount I know, nothing but the blood of Jesus. Verse 3, nothing can for sin atone, nothing but the blood of Jesus. Not of good that I have done, nothing but the blood of Jesus. Let's do the chorus one more time. Oh, precious is the flow that makes me white as snow. No other fount I know, nothing but the blood of Jesus. Very good. All right, so we've gotten through our major and minor chords, nothing but the blood. Now for our last song today, I've chosen more of a contemporary song. Like I've mentioned before, we have lots of different viewers here from lots of different denominations and different styles. I have been receiving some requests for videos, so thank you. I love it. I'm making a list up of all the songs you guys are sending in, and you'll see them starting to show up in the lessons as soon as we know enough chords to play them. Okay, so it's exciting. I really appreciate you guys doing that. It's fun to learn songs that you like and that you know. It makes it more engaging and more fun. So if you guys do have any requests for slow songs, fast songs, contemporary songs, whatever you guys are into, send us either a message on Facebook or on the YouTube channel, and we're just collecting those all together for future lessons. So that's great. Okay, so we have Our God for our next one. Okay, and if you haven't heard this one, I'll just play you a little bit. It's contemporary, it's a little slower. I think it's originally written by Chris Tomlin. All It's too low for me. Light. And darkness tries to hide and trembles at his voice, and trembles at his voice. How great is our God. Sing with me, how great is our God. And all will see how great is our God. Okay, so it's really pretty. We'll try the intro first. Now it actually is that slow, so we don't have to worry about slowing it too much down when we're practicing, because if you can play it slow, you've pretty much got the whole thing. So same chords, C, F, G, A minor, okay? We're not messing with you. We're not adding anything. We're just going to get really comfy with these 4 chords. They are very important whenever we're learning our gospel, because they are the foundation. Just going to try to get it so everything's in here. Okay, start with our right hand. Okay, our intro, some long notes. Now, forgive my singing. This song, whenever I usually sing it, I don't sing it in the key of C because I have a higher voice, so it's hard for me to sing down there. But I'll try my best so you guys can follow along for this one. So here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. Go to G. Back to C. And C again. The splendor of the King, clothed in majesty, let all the earth rejoice, let all the earth rejoice. He wraps himself in light, and darkness tries to hide, and trembles at his voice, and trembles at his voice. Go to the chorus. How great is our God. Sing with me, how great is our God. And all will see how great is our God. Like that. Very good. Okay, and then we do have a bridge down here. Okay, let's try it. 1, 2, ready, go. Sorry. 1, 2, ready, go. Name above all names, worthy of all praise. My heart will sing, how great is our God. Let's do the bridge again. 1, 2, ready, go. Name above all names, worthy of all praise. Oh, my heart will sing, how great is our God. Very good. Okay, I'm going to jump right into slashes for this one. Because it doesn't have anything funky in here. We've just got, long chords, so we should be able to do the slashes right away. And then what I'm going to do is take you through how we would do it if we were singing it, with other people. Is we would start with our intro, we would do verse 1, we would do chorus, we'd probably do the chorus again, and then we would go to the bridge. Okay, and then we're going to do the full thing at the end with our left hand, but that'll give us an idea. The other thing that I want to point out is this slash right here on the chorus. If you were to start on the chorus, you wouldn't know what chord that is, because slashes means play what you're already playing. However, going into the chorus, you're usually coming from the verse. So if you're coming from the verse, you'd go G, 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 and this would be a G right here, okay? How great, and then you would switch to the C. If you were playing the chorus, and then you went back and you played the chorus again, you would already be playing C. So I'd go, great is our God. We're at the end there. And then we would just keep going on C. How great. Okay, so if depending where you're coming from is going to depend what this chord is. It's telling you there's a beat there, play something, but depending what you just finished, it could be a G or it could be a C. Okay, so just whatever you're already playing, that's what you do. Okay, so let's try this with the slashes. Thumbs on C. Intro first, into verse 1, into the chorus, into the bridge. Okay, we'll see if we can get all the way down. I'll have to scroll at some point, but we'll do our best. Okay, ready? 1, 2, intro. Verse 1. The splendor of the King, clothed in majesty, let all the earth rejoice, let all the earth rejoice. He wraps himself in light, and darkness tries to hide, and trembles at his voice, and trembles at his voice. Go to your chorus. How great is our God. Sing with me, how great is our God, and all will see how great, how great is our God. Go to the bridge, ready? Oh, name above all names, worthy of all praise. Yes, my heart will sing, how great is our God. Repeat the bridge. Okay, we're getting excited. Yay! Oh, name above all names, worthy of all praise. Oh, my heart will sing, how great is our God. Okay? So that's the slash chords. Like I said, I didn't slow this one down too much because it is a pretty slow song naturally. So let's go ahead, add in our left hand. All right, now I'm going to put that keyboard back up. I'm hoping that's helping. We did have one person say they did find it easier. So let us know if you do like it, like I said, and we will work on adding it into some more lessons if that's helpful to you guys. So let's try the intro. Okay, we've got our C chord, and we've got our C note here, and I would do it with my thumb, like I said, so that you can touch your A. Now you guys can see the blue keyboard, so that's great. G, and your pinky finger's on F. Okay, so let's try this. Intro, 1, 2, both hands. C, go to G, go back to C, and C again. The splendor of the King, clothed in majesty, let all the earth rejoice, let all the earth rejoice. He wraps himself How great is our God. Sing with me, how great is our God. And all will see how great is our God. Okay, now here, if I was singing this with a group of people, I would repeat the chorus. Okay, so generally the chorus and the bridge is the part that everybody likes to sing and get into. So once you get there, if you're the one leading it from the piano and your friends are all singing along with you, you could repeat the chorus there. So let's try the last line of the chorus. So we'll start right here, and then we're going to flip up back to the beginning of the chorus, and we're going to repeat it again. Okay, so let's try the last line of the chorus, starting with F. How great is our God. 2, 3, 4. And go back to the chorus. How great is our God. Sing with me, how great is our God. And all will see how great is our God. Now let's go down to the bridge this time. We have that extra one in there to help us. Ready? Name above all names, oh, worthy of all praise. Yes, my heart will sing, how great is our God. Go back to the chorus. Ready? How great is our God. Sing with me, how great is our God. And all will sing, how great, we'll slow down, is our God. All right, so that was really good. So that gives you an idea now that you're getting comfortable with your chords, is now the flow of your songs. How could you don't have to do, just one thing and then you're done. You can go back and forth in between them. You'll notice on the chorus we have this extra, we call it a measure. It's a group of 4. We have an extra measure of C. And that also helps you as a musician, because that gives you an extra 4 whole beats to kind of go, where do I want to go next, okay? So this one's a really good one to practice that, to kind of flip. Try going from the verse to the chorus back to the verse, the chorus to the bridge, right? And then just get used to jumping around on your page, and that'll give you some more variety when you're playing. Okay, so next week, we're going to continue with our 4 chords. We are going to be adding in a new one, but nothing to be overwhelmed. It's D minor. It's the one we practiced making today. It's got all white notes, okay, and we're going to continue in this vein of, long notes, adding in our left hand, and we're going to add in that extra chord. So, if you guys have any requests for what songs you'd like to see, please let us know. Thank you for everyone sending in texts and comments. I love it. It does help us to know how fast to go, what you guys are looking to learn, because these lessons are for you, okay? That's why we're here, is so you can learn what you'd like to learn and play and have fun and sing with your friends. All right, I think that's it for tonight. Make sure if you haven't yet subscribed, do that. You'll get notifications when we go live. We also have a classical series happening right now, 16-part piano series if you'd like to learn how to read sheet music. It can help you in any facet if you're looking for pop music, classical music, gospel music. This is just to read the actual sheet music, and that started over the summer. You can catch up easily on that. That goes live every Wednesday afternoon, our time, and then of course the gospel will continue to go live every Friday night at 6 o'clock Mountain Standard Time. So go ahead and subscribe, invite a friend, share the video, and we'll see you guys next week.